Alright, today we're talking about Keeper, the brand new film from Osgood Perkins. And before I get into it, I want to say I think Osgood Perkins is an interesting director. Like, genuinely, he's one of those guys who people love to call underrated or misunderstood. But he does also have this really die-hard fan base that talk about him like he's the next horror master. He directed Gretel and Hansel, which I did like. He directed Longlegs from last year, which I really liked. And that's probably the film that put him on most people's radars. And earlier this year, he directed The Monkey, which I absolutely did not like. So going into Keeper, I thought, okay, maybe this is the one where he bounces back. Maybe we're getting something atmospheric and creepy. All the stuff he's really good at. Yeah, no. I didn't like this film at all. So let's talk about why. So Keeper follows this young couple who've been together for about a year now. They go on this retreat together, kind of isolated, very Osgood Perkins aesthetic. Lots of long pauses like the film is waiting for you to finish its sentences. The entire film hinges on the dynamic of these two characters. Their closeness, their weirdness, the sense that something is off. Not supernatural off, just emotionally off. We follow them through this slow, creeping mystery where something doesn't feel quite right. Conversations feel weirdly empty, and the film wants you to ask questions like, what's going on underneath the surface? It's trying to be unsettling, it's trying to be symbolic. It's trying to be one of those quiet horror films that sneaks up on you. But here's the problem. That only works if you believe in the characters and their relationship. And I didn't. At all. The entire film depends on you believing in this couple because their relationship is basically the whole plot. And I'm sorry, but the chemistry is non-existent. Like zero. Not even a faint spark. You know when you watch two actors and you think, did these guys meet 10 minutes ago before filming? That's how it feels. And the movie plays it off as intentional, as if their relationship is supposed to be strange or off balance. But if you want me to care about a relationship that's falling apart, you first need to show me how it held together. There's no depth to them. No warmth, no passion, no tension. Nothing. And because of that, the emotional beats don't land. If the foundation isn't there, you can't build tension on top of it. Okay, so this was my biggest personal frustration. This film genuinely thinks it's saying something profound. Every scene is shot like it has some grand meaning. There are these long pauses, these quiet moments, these lingering shots. Like the film is begging you to go deeper. And then you look deeper and you realise, oh, there's not actually anything there. You know when you're digging on a beach and you're digging for treasure and it just turns out to be a bottle cap? That's Keeper. The mystery is fine, I guess, but it never really amounts to anything satisfying. And the pacing is slow in that I'm checking my watch kind of way. It feels like Perkins had one good idea, stretched it to 90 minutes, and hoped the vibes would carry it. Spoiler, they didn't. I'm normally fine with slow pacing, I love a good slow burn. But a slow burn needs two things. A build-up and a payoff. Keeper has neither. Scenes just drag. They don't simmer. They don't build pressure. They just sort of exist. It feels like walking in circles waiting for something to happen. And when finally something does happen, it's not even worth the wait. Okay, this film does have its merits. I'm not a monster. The one thing I can say, and that goes for pretty much any Osgood Perkins movie, is this looks great. Perkins always nails visuals. The aesthetic is moody, the colours are muted and cold, and the framing is beautiful. All of that is solid. If all of this was purely a visual experience, I probably would like it a lot more. But unfortunately, visuals can't save a film with no emotional core. Okay, so this is the big question of the video. And honestly, I don't think he's overrated, I just think he's very inconsistent. Gretel and Hansel worked, Longlegs really worked, The Monkey definitely didn't work, and Keeper didn't work either. Perkins is great at tone, mood, and visual style, but he does struggle with pacing and emotional depth. And Keeper feels like a massive spotlight shining on that weakness. So no, I don't think he's overrated, but he is hit or miss, and this was a miss. So yeah, I didn't like Keeper. It's not the worst thing ever, it's not even as bad as The Monkey, but it's definitely in that looks great but means nothing category. If you're into super slow, super quiet, vibey horror, you might get something out of it. But if you want any actual character depth or mystery that's interesting, or a relationship you could invest in, this isn't it. But I'd love to know, what did you think of Keeper? Have you seen it, or are you going to give this one a miss? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and go watch some movies.